nature's perfect swarm. There are 12,000 known species of ant, but one group stands out as the most extraordinary: army ants. They're the ultimate in social insects, perfectly organized, disciplined, and ruthless. Their sheer numbers allow them to take on prey far bigger than themselves, even venturing into the nests of other insects to steal their eggs. The key to their success is the division of labor. Like all ants, army ants have different castes within their colony: the soldiers and the workers. The workers are sterile females that forage for food and tend to the queen. The soldiers, also female, protect the colony from intruders, and both are completely expendable. But what makes army ants truly unique is their ability to cooperate and coordinate with each other, communicating through touch and chemicals they produce. These chemical signals also allow individual ants to know where the nearest food source is and to recruit others to go there, following a scent trail laid down by a scout. An entire swarm of army ants will head toward the source of food, breaking it down into smaller pieces and taking it back to the nest. Even more impressive is their discipline. You see, when hunting, each ant grabs onto the leg of the one in front of it, creating a living chain. And at the end of the chain is the most dangerous part: a venomous stinger. As the chain moves forward, the stingers of the ants at the front do their job, immobilizing the prey. Those behind can then run forward and grab onto the victim, pulling it along with the rest of the swarm. Once it's captured, the chain breaks and the ants tear their victim to pieces, taking it back to the nest to feed the queen and the larvae. It's easy to underestimate these tiny creatures, but army ants are powerful, perfectly organized, and utterly ruthless. They're nature's perfect swarm. That's all for today. See you next time. Nature's perfect swarm. There are few things more terrifying than being attacked by a swarm of angry bees or wasps. But there is one creature that can take the terror of a sting to a whole new level: the army ant. These tiny terrors work together in perfect unison to form living bridges, hunt in massive groups, and protect their colony with military precision. And it all starts with the soldiers. Army ants come in two distinct varieties: the large-headed soldier ants and the tiny worker ants. The big-headed soldiers are the enforcers of the colony, protecting the nest from invaders and leading the attack when the colony is threatened. Their intimidating pincers and powerful stings make them formidable opponents. But it's the tireless workers that are the true engines of the colony. When the time comes to relocate the nest, the workers are the first to leave, marching in a long line, each one carrying a leaf or twig twice its size. They head to a new fig tree, hollow out the fig, and turn it into a fig nest. Once the fig is claimed, the workers will sacrifice themselves, guarding the entrance until the very end. But army ants don't just build homes, they wage war. As the colony grows, so does its hunger. The workers head out in a massive swarm, engulfing anything that moves, devouring it in a frenzy of gnashing mandibles and venomous stings. Even the largest of prey are not safe, thanks to the sheer numbers of the swarm. Working together, they can take down a mouse, a lizard, or even a small snake. These tiny terrors don't just attack other animals, they also wage war against other ant colonies. Battles between rival colonies can last for hours, with thousands upon thousands of ants engaged in furious combat. But despite their ferocity, army ants are surprisingly. An entire army of ants is on the march, forming a living bridge over a raging torrent. They carry their fallen comrades across the stream, ensuring that no one is left behind. From building their fig nests to hunting in massive groups, army ants are truly the perfect swarm. Thanks for watching. There's something about the idea of an anthill that just screams danger. Perhaps it's the way the ground seems to shake as hundreds or even thousands of angry ants rush towards you, biting and stinging as they go. Or maybe it's the image of a massive red ant carrying off a beetle twice its size, marching triumphantly back to its nest. Whatever the case may be, there's no denying that ants are truly remarkable creatures. But did you know that some species of ants can actually form living bridges? That's right. These incredible insects are capable of creating a bridge over a gap up to 50 times their own body length. And they do it all without any tools or technology. In fact, army ants are some of the most impressive builders in the insect world. When these ants work together, they're able to create structures that are truly art. For example, army ants are known to build massive towers up to 18 feet high, which they then use to launch attacks on their enemies. But what makes army ants so successful is their ability to cooperate and communicate with each other. Each member of the colony knows its role and works tirelessly to complete the task at hand. The level of cooperation and communication is what allows these tiny insects to take on such large prey. When hunting, army ants work together in massive swarms, taking down even the biggest of insects. Their teamwork and discipline are truly inspiring. But perhaps the most amazing thing about army ants is their sheer numbers. A single colony can contain up to 2 million members, all working together to achieve a common goal. When you think about it, there's really no force of nature more unstoppable than that. So the next time you see an army anthill, don't be afraid. Be amazed by the incredible world of these tiny but mighty creatures, and remember that when millions of them work together, they become one of nature's most perfect swarms. These little insects are truly amazing. They're strong, brave, and incredibly disciplined. And when you see what they're capable of, you'll understand why we're so fascinated by them. So keep an eye out for army ants the next time you're outside. You might just witness one of nature's most impressive displays of teamwork and cooperation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.